Welcome to Vidya Mirat. This video is made for class 10 on chapter number 10, circles, and today we are going to begin with exercise 10.2 from NCERT. Before we begin with this exercise, there are two very important things which we are going to apply in this. Number one, the length of the tangents drawn from the external point to a circle are equal. So if you look at the diagram, here PQ and PR, they will be equal, as P is the external point and Q and R are the point of contact on the circle. So PQ is one tangent, PR is another tangent, both will be equal. Number two, the tangents to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. That means OQ and OR, they both will be perpendicular. That means they will be 90 degrees. Using this, we are going to the exercise. Question number 1. From the point Q, the length of the tangent to a circle is 24 centimeters and the distance of Q from the center is 25 centimeters. The radius of the circle is dash. So here you see that UT is a point of contact and OT will be perpendicular to Q2. Just now we have done the tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the radius through the point of contact. T is the point of contact, OT is the radius, QT is a tangent. So it will be a right angle triangle. And once it is a right angle triangle, we can use Pythagoras theorem to find out the missing part, that is OT. So OQ square will be equal to OT square plus QT square, that is hypotenuse square will be equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So 25 into 25 is 625, 24 into 24 is 576, subtract them, you get 49. So QT square is equal to 49. So QT will be 7 centimeters. Question number 2. In figure, if TP and TQ are the two tangents to a circle with center O, so that angle POQ is 110 degrees, then find angle PTQ is equal to. Now you look at the diagram. T is the external point. PT and QT, they are equal tangents and we know that they are perpendicular to the radius. That means OP will be perpendicular to PT. That means angle OPT will be 90 degree. OQ will be perpendicular to QT, that means angle OQT will be also equal to 90 degrees. Now out of 4 we have 3 angles with us. So we can use the formula of your quadrilateral, that sum of the angles of the quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So that means you have 110 plus 90 plus 90 plus angle PTQ. So that gives you as 290 degrees. So angle PTQ will be equal to 360 minus 290, that gives us 70 degrees. Question number 3. If tangents PA and PB form a point P to a circle with the center O are inclined to each other at an angle of 80 degrees, then angle POA is equal to dash. Now for finding out this, first of all we need to make the two triangles congruent so that we know any one part from this. Because if you look at the figure, we know angle APB whole angle is 80 degrees and angle PAO is 90 degrees. We have to find out POA. We don't have much information with us. So with this, first of all we will make two triangles congruent, POA and POB. From this we know that angle PAO and angle PBO will be 90 degrees because tangents are perpendicular to the radius. OA is equal to OB, they are the radius of the circle. PA and PB, they are equal tangents. So triangles are congruent. By CPCT we can say that angle APO will be equal to angle BPO. Now total angle is 80 degrees. So what will be the equal angles? They will be 40 degrees. Now using angle sum property of triangle POA, we can say that we have 40 degrees with us, we have 90 degrees with us, and we can find angle POA. Their sum is equal to 180 degrees, which comes out to be 50 degrees. Prove that the tangents drawn at the ends of a diameter of a circle are parallel. Now here we can see that AB, this is the diameter, and P and Q are the tangents. So A and B, they are the perpendicular to one another, because we know that OA and OB are the radius, and when one's tangents and radius meet, they form 90 degrees. So it means that we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and they are forming alternate angles, so we can say that P is parallel to Q. Next, prove that the perpendicular at the point of contact to the tangent to a circle passes through the center. Now AB is a tangent. Your X is the point of contact. So OX is perpendicular to tangent AXB. That means angle OXA plus angle OXB will be equal to 180 degrees. So what does it mean? Your X will pass from the line OXY is a collinear points. That means OX passes through the center of the circle, and hence proved. The length of a tangent from a point A at a distance 5 cm from the center of the circle is 4 cm. Find the radius. So again, this is a right angle triangle. We know OP is a radius and AP is a tangent. They will form 90 degree. So it's a right angle triangle. Using the Pythagoras theorem, we will find out the missing part, that is the radius of the circle. So hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. So 5 square will be equal to 4 square plus OP square. OP square comes out to be 9. So OP is equal to 3 centimeters. Question 7. Two concentric circles are of a radii 5 centimeters and 3 centimeters. So that means inner one circle the radius is 3, outer one circle radius is 5. Find the length of the chord of a larger circle which touches the smaller circle. So let us make the two triangles congruent over here, that is triangle OPR and triangle OQR. We know that angle ORP will be equal to angle ORQ. Each will be 90 degree because this is the tangent to the circle. OP will be equal to OQ, that is the radius of the circle, and OR is equal to OR, it is common. So with this the triangles are congruent, and we can say that PR is equal to RQ. Now we will take the Pythagoras theorem of triangle OPR. Now we have hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus perpendicular square. We need to find out the measurements of PQ or PR. So with this, how are we find out? Hypotenuse is 5 square is equal to PR square plus 3 square. So 25 is equal to PR square plus 9. Subtract them. PR square comes out to be 16. PR is equal to 4. So we know PR. What will be PQ? PQ is twice because both are equal. So 2 into 4, that comes out to be 8 centimeters. Question 8. A quadrilateral ABCD is drawn to circumscribe a circle. Prove that AB plus CD is equal to AD plus BC. Now if you look at the figure, it is clearly seen that A, B, C, D, these are the external points and they are forming the tangents to the circle, due to which we can say that DR is equal to DS, BP is equal to BQ, AP is equal to AS and CR is equal to CQ. Now add the left hand side and right hand side together, we will get as DR plus BP plus AP plus CR is equal to DS plus BQ plus AS plus CQ. Now rearrange them and make it into the group. We get DR plus CR, which is CD, BP plus AP is AB, which is equal to CQ plus BQ is BC, and DS plus AC is AD, and hence we have proved it. Question number 9. In figure, XY and X dash Y dash are the two parallel tangents to a circle. X with center O and another tangent AB with a point of contact C intersecting XY at A and X dash Y dash at B. Prove that angle AOB is equal to 90 degrees. Now let us see, if you just look at the red part, the shaded part, they are forming two triangles. We will try to make these two triangles congruent. So here we have AP will be equal to AC. These are the tangents, so they will be equal. OP is equal to OC, they are the radius of the circle, and OA will be equal to OA common. So by SSS criteria, the triangles are congruent. And when triangles are congruent, we can say that angle PAO is equal to angle CAO by CPCT. Now we can also say that angle PAC, the whole of angle PAC, that will be twice of angle OAC, because both the middle angles are equal, so definitely that will be twice. Similarly, on the other hand side, angle QBC, the whole angle, that will be twice of angle OBC, the internal angles of triangle AOP. Now if you see at the figure, your XA and X dash Y dash, they are the parallel lines, and the angles forms inside those lines with the transversal, some of the angles are supplementary. So we can say that angle PAC plus angle QBC will be equal to twice of angle OAC plus twice of angle OBC. So what is PAC plus QBC? That is, some of the angles are supplementary, that means 180 degree. 180 degree will be equal to twice of the other angles. So 90 degree will be equal to angle OAC plus angle OBC. Now using the angle sum property for triangle AOB, your two angles are 90 degrees. So center angle AOB will also come as 90 degrees. So because angle AOB plus 90 will be equal to 180 degree. So AOB also comes out to be 90 degrees. Prove that the angle between the two tangents drawn from an external point to a circle is supplementary to the angle subtended to the line segment joining the points of the contact at the center. That means we need to prove that angle APB plus angle AOB is equal to 180 degrees. How are we going to prove it? Before that, it is clear from the figure that OA and OB are the radius and the angle formed will be 90 degrees because they are perpendicular and tangents are equal. So we can use the angle sum property of the quadrilateral. Some of the angles are always 360 degrees. We have 290 degrees with us, and another two angles can be found out by equating it equal to 360 degrees. So angle APB plus angle AOB comes out to be 180 degrees, which we have just now proved what is asked for. Prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. Now we have to prove ABCD is a rhombus. What is the property of a rhombus? That all its adjacent sides should be equal. So let us again prove it with the help of the tangents property, that they are equal from the external point. So here if we look at the diagram, DR is equal to DS, BP is equal to BQ, CR is equal to CQ, and AP is equal to OS. So these are the four, add them together. When you add them together, you get DR plus BP plus CR plus AP. This is equal to DS plus BQ plus CQ plus AS. When we do that, you rearrange them, you will get that AB plus CD is equal to BC plus AD. Now since we are told that AB and ABCD is a parallelogram, we know that their opposite sides will be equal. So AB will be equal to CD and BC will be equal to AD. So which means that we can substitute in your previous equation. So twice of AB will be equal to twice of BC. So that means AB is equal to BC. Similarly, all the other sides will be equal. Since the adjacent sides are equal, we can say that ABCD is a rhombus. A triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of a radius 4 centimeters, such that the segments BD and DC, into which BC is divided by a point of contact D, are of lengths 8 and 6 centimeters respectively. Find the sides AB and AC. Now here look at the figure. Your A, B and C, these are the external points. So their tangents will be equal. According to this, CF will be equal to CD, that is 6 centimeters. BE will be equal to BD, that is 8 centimeters. And AE is equal to AF, that will be X. We need to find out that. Now how are we going to find out? We will be finding out with the help of the areas of a triangle. Now if we look at a triangle ABC, now AB, if I want to know, AB is x plus 8, let it be small a. BC, total BC will be small b, that is 6 plus 8, 14. And AC, let it be small c, that is 6 plus x. Okay. Now we will be using the Heron's formula and we will be finding out semi-perimeter, that is a plus b plus c upon 2, which will give to me as 2x plus 28 upon 2. S comes out to be x plus 14. Now for this x plus 14, if you see area of a triangle ABC, if I do that, the formula I know, under square root of semi perimeter, that is s into s minus a, s minus b and s minus a. I know what is ABC. I will put it into the formula, and at the end you will, after solving, you will get square root of 48x into x plus 14. That is equation number 1. So we also know that there is one more way of finding out the area of triangle, that is half into base into height. And if I look at this figure, there are total, if you look at the red color only, there are 3 triangles and there are further 3 triangles, white and red portions. So what I will do is, I will multiply that with 2. So 2 into area of triangle AOF plus triangle COD plus triangle DOB to find out our questions easily. After solving this, we will get this as 56 equal to plus 4x, that is equation number 2. Now we have it x variable only. We can equate both of them together because areas will be equal. So how are we going? One is in square root. To remove the square root, we will be doing squaring both the sides. So it will become 48x into 14 plus x is equal to 56 plus 4x whole square. Now 56 plus 4x, if you see 4 is common in that, we can take it out common. 4 inside will be 14 plus x the whole square. Now right hand side and your left hand side both have 14 plus x common. It can get cancelled. You are left with 48x is equal to 16 into 14 plus x. So you can find out x, that comes out to be 14 plus x upon 48, which is equal to 14 plus x upon 3, because 16 and 48 can get cancelled. Now what is this? I can multiply. So it becomes 3x is equal to 14 plus x, and x comes out to be 7 centimeters. So with this, putting the value of x, I can find out AB and CA. So AB comes out to be 8 plus 7, that is 15, and CA comes out to be 7 plus 6, which is equal to 13 centimeters. Next, prove that the opposite side of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtends supplementary angles at the center of the circle. So let us start this by making the 2 triangles congruent. Now I have mentioned the interior angles as ABCD EFGH. Now and I will be concentrating on the red box, red triangles. So on in triangle OAP and triangle OAS. Now A is your external point, that means AP will be equal to AS, OA will be equal to OA because it is the common, and OP will be equal to OS, that is the radius of the circle. So by SSS, triangles are congruent. So we can say that internal angle A is equal to internal angle B. Let it be equation number 1. Similarly, all the other angles will be also equal. C will be equal to D, E will be equal to F, and G will be equal to H. Now we add all the points, all the equations together, and we know that sum of the angles formed is 360 degree. So that means A plus B plus C plus D plus E plus F plus G plus H, they all will be equal to 360 degree. We will make them into group. A plus B, C plus D, E plus F and G plus S all will be equal to 360 degrees. So since the angles are equal, we can say twice of A plus twice of D plus twice of E plus twice of H will be equal to 360 degrees, and we can then divide it by 2. So get A plus D plus E plus H will be equal to 180 degrees. So just arrange them together, you get A plus H and you get D plus E, that is equal to 180 degrees. We can write it as angle AOB plus angle COD, that is equal to 180 degrees, and hence we have proved what is asked in the question. That's all for this exercise, children. Only two things you need to remember and apply in the questions about the tangents, that they are equal from the external points and they form 90 degrees from the radius. Using this, you can very easily solve this particular exercise. If you have doubt in any of the questions, you can mention in the comment section, or you can also email me. Very soon I am going to come with the next video. Till then, see you children. Goodbye. Take care.